Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to learn how to draw a trend line inside a cell in Google Sheets. Right? In front of this sheet, you are going to see there are three chapters. Right? That will be there in this video. Chapter 1, we will understand how to do a basic trend line using simplest formula to start working on the trend lines. Chapter 2 will be about useful trend line attributes like color and width. And chapter 3 will be advanced use cases wherein you want to color the trend line based on certain logical expression. Let's say if it has been a growth over the time, make it a green. If it has been a degrowth over time, make it red. So the timestamps would be given in the video and you can move to your desired location. Let's start the video. Right? Chapter 1. Right? Basic trend line. So here it is, as you can see, I have put a sample chart here. There are the stock prices of three companies: Tata Motors, Maruti Suzuki, Mahindra and Mahindra over the last 2 years, 8 quarters. Right? In this line, as you can see, here is the trend line showing how the points have gone up, down, up, down. We'll delete this output and recreate this output. Let me just delete the output. Yeah. So for the first simplest form of trend line, we are going to use the formula Sparkline. Equals to Sparkline. As you can see, now here the question mark come, click on that question mark. It says select the data, right? So I am going to select the data as the first requirement for it, the entire row. Now second input, it says options of the attributes of the type of chart you want to draw. Now here we are going to, let's try copy pasting whatever the example it has given up till here till bar. Let me copy it, right, and paste. Right now bar needs to be replaced with line because we are going to draw a line diagram. Right, let me close this. I'll change this with a line. Right. Now let's try closing all the brackets open. First is the curly bracket closure and then is the normal bracket closure, and see whether the formula works. Enter, it works. So this is how you do the simplest of the line in the Google Sheets inside a cell using the simplest form of Sparkline formula. Now we'll move on to the advanced version of second, that is useful trend line attributes to be used. Let's say I want this line to be seen a little thicker, right? A thick line to be drawn. So how do we draw a thick line? Let me just copy paste the entire formula. I am pasting it here in this next box, right? Now I'll use an attribute for the line which is known as line width. Right? It is available here. If you want to ever come across what are the attributes that can be used, you click on this learn more button. Then in the help section, it will show you that what are the various attributes available. It says, say for line graphs, it says these are the attributes available, right? We are going to, all of them are having their own use cases, but mainly use case for us would be the color one, and the next one will be on the line width, right? So let me copy here line width. I'll close this and now I'll go here. I'll put it a semicolon, then insert inverted commas, paste line width, then a comma, and define the width of it. Let's say I want to put it of 3 pixel sizes, right? So I'll put it a 3 button here and let's say press enter. See, now the output shows that the line has increased in its width, right? Let me copy it. Now I want to change its color, right? So we saw in the previous thing, for the color, the input is color, right? I'll put a semicolon, then I'll put a inverted commas, then I'll put it color. Now close the bracket, I'll put a comma and I'll define the color. Let's say we want green color. We'll put it green color and press enter. See, the line becomes green color, right? So here the chapter 2 ends. We learn how to use the useful trend line attributes. Now we move on to the territory of advanced use cases, right? Let's say trend line itself is a visual representation of where the trend is going, right? What if I want to make that visually more appealing and more useful in information? For example, this is the stock price from 2022 quarter 1 to the 2023 quarter 4, right? I want to put a logical expression that if the stock price in this 2 years has grown up, that is from the starting of the year till now, the price has increased, then show it a green line, and if price has decreased, show it a red line. How to do that? Right? Let's learn the advanced version. Right? Let me copy this trend line here and I'll paste it here again, right? And now I'll put it out here, the values, right? For that, after putting the color, don't justify the don't specify the colors. I'll remove the specification of color as green. Right. Now what we want is we will put a logical condition. What was our logical condition? That at the end of Q for 2023, the price should be higher than what it was at the starting of Q1 2022. Right. So put it out it like this way. If, right, put the if formula, and then logical expression, we select the value. This value, that is Q4, is greater than this value, that is in Q1 2022. Then what if it is true? Value if true, right? Put green color. Value if false, put red color, right? And I'll close the bracket, right? And then I'll close the all the brackets as it is and finish the formula, right? See, now let's see whether it's working or not. Right now it is showing green because this value was higher than the value at the start of the year for all three. Let's say I'll move this 648 value to, let's say, 348 value. Does it become red? Yes, it becomes red, right? In all three trend line, you can see the last trend line shows it as a red color. This is how you can create advanced logical expressions. I'll take one more advanced logical expression example. Let's say you don't want it to be if value greater of last year from the first year, but from the average of 2 years, right? Let's say average of 2 years be an X value, and right now whatever the value of that stock be in the market, it is above the average or lower the average. That is what we want to cover as a logical expression, right? What we will do is first we will select the if, and then we will select the final value. Then we will put it out, it greater than not the starting value but greater than the average value. So I will not going to select any value here. I will just select the formula average. Now here in average I will select all the 4 quarter values, right? And then I'll close the bracket, right? And then as it is, value if true green, value if false red, and we'll press the enter button, right? See, it's coming red. Now let's, for our understanding, see what is the average of these years, right? So I'll put the average here and tab, right? It's 458, right? So let's say we turn it to something like 460. See, still it is red because average has also increased to 472. What if I put it 473? Right? It is still red because it is less than 0.76. Right? Now I put 474 and it will turn green. That's how you create advanced trend line using all the formulas. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day. Bye bye.